All good. All right. Well, I'm going to hit the record button. We're at 5:28. On pause. Okay, we're going to talk about 12 days of faves. So I know, first of all, how many of you sold some? Any? No? Nobody's like, I have. Here's why. We live in Canada and we don't buy Christmas presents till there's snow on the ground. Unless you're a weirdo. There's a few of you. I know it's okay if you're a weirdo, but most people don't. So if you are marketing it as a Christmas present for the 12 days of faves, I want you to stop that right now. Stop it. Yes, it's out early. Costco's got their Christmas stuff out early. Winners has got their Christmas stuff out. Dollarama's got their Christmas stuff out. We get it, but we're not shopping for it. It's not even Halloween yet. Y'all, like it's not even Thanksgiving yet. So if you're trying to market it as, oh, yay, if you're an early shopper, you can buy these now. And then you're like, I don't know why anyone doesn't want them. Like why they don't want these. That's why. So what's really cool about this versus, I mean, I liked our advent calendar that we had, but I don't know how many of those you sold. A lot? I didn't. You know, and I think part of that is that if we're going to market it as a surprise advent calendar that might have fun surprises in it, then we can't have a whole list of what's in it, right? And women aren't necessarily going to purchase that for themselves for the 12 days leading up to Christmas. So they maybe bought them for teen daughters and things like that. Like I sold a few, but I had better luck marketing my own advent calendars, done myself. So really love that the 12 days of faves is what the states did last year in response to everyone whining that Canadians got an advent calendar. And we were like, it wasn't that great, you guys. But they didn't care. They wanted it. So what's cool about this one is that these are all products that we will use and sell. 100%. There is no midnight red lipstick that you now have to unload, and no gel eyeliner, which I think I've sold 3 of in my whole time in Mary Kay. Right? There's no weird color issues. There's no issues with are they on skincare or are they not, like the minis box last year. There's none of that, right? It is simply 12 favorites that are easy for everybody to love. I also love that these are not like little peel off boxes like an advent calendar, like when you're opening the windows. These are individual boxes. So, who wants to know how I sold 15 so far? All right. One, nurses have been buying them for their wards. And then everybody picks a number between 1 and 12, and everybody gets to pick a box as a little pick me up. I've sold these to bosses whose employees are working from home. So then they're going to do the same thing. Everybody gets assigned a number, and then they'll drop off the gift at the door. And you might be thinking, well, some of those are little. They don't care. They don't care. Everybody picks a number. They know some of them are going to be little and some are going to be big, and they don't care. So those two, I've sold lots of that way because there's a lot of bosses that are trying to give their employees something. I mean, think about it. If you were the manager of a restaurant and you now had to ask your servers to ask people at the door to show their COVID vaccinations, don't you think you'd like to incentivize them more than the $9 an hour they're making? Wouldn't that be nice if they could all pick a little present? So I want you to think about how many business owners do you know that might like to do something like that? Okay. The next is that I've been marketing it as life is stressful. Life is super stressful right now. You could fight on the internet, or you could open a box. You could argue about the vaccine, or you could open a box. You could fight on TikTok and Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and scroll through and doom scroll the whole time, or you could open a box of something fun. So one of the ways that I've marketed this is that I've said, I'll cover up when it comes. I will, mine haven't arrived yet. Sorry. I was excited to show you in real life. So if anyone has them already, because they're East Coasters, then please show. But I said, there's a list on it that shows you what numbers. I'll cover that up for you if you don't want to know. So you can just open it. Isn't it pretty? Thanks, Lorraine. Look how beautiful this is. I'm neat.
The list is just on the outer sleeve, so you can actually take the sleeve off.
That's what I said. I was like, I can just take the sleeve right off and then you don't even know what's in there. And she's like, cool, I'm going to open one any day I feel yucky. So you can market it as a self-care little gift for people that they can buy for themselves so that they can just open a box whenever they just want to fight and be stressed out. Cool? The next one is, and I'm going to make this short and sweet because, like, you guys, I think I've got maybe 15 more minutes of talking in me before my jaw completely seizes up. So I am playing through the pain here, y'all. The next one is doing parties based on those 12 days of faves. So within groups, now I haven't done this yet, but I booked the parties, making small Facebook groups of their friends and just featuring one product every single day. And then they can purchase those products individually, or they can purchase that set. When you're marketing it as an advent calendar, it becomes an advent calendar. When you market as a set, it becomes a set. There's a difference, isn't there? There's $156 worth of product in there for 115. Okay, I don't know what number I'm on. Sorry. 4, 5? I'm going to have another sip of medicine. Okay. The next one is besties. Besties can split this. So Tupperware does this a lot. They'll do like the tower bowls, and it's like a better deal if you buy 2 towers of bowls, but you don't really need 2 towers of bowls. So then they're like, get your bestie. You guys can split it. You can create a game. And who gets what? Now, the other thing is, you guys, if you're saying, oh my goodness, seriously, look at my face. Do not say sample sized. I don't care if it says it on the thing. I don't care. It is a one application. The facial peel is really about 3 applications in that little package. The mini lip glosses are not mini lip gloss sets. They are 5 purse-sized lip glosses, perfect for saving for yourself or giving away. And you don't care if you lose it. Which, if you're like me and you lose your lip gloss all the time. Back in the days when we could go out dancing, we didn't bring a purse and we would just shove it in our bra. It'd be okay if you lost it, right? Because it's just purse sized or bra sized, but don't market it like that. All right. So doing 12 days of faves parties and incentivizing your hostess that she's going to get that whole set for free. Now, if I were doing in person, I would say if 5 people are at the kitchen table, you're going to get this whole set for free. If you're doing it virtually, I'd probably add more people. Or if I see all 5 of their faces and they all place an order, you're going to get this set for free. Think about it. It costs you like 65 bucks. Not even, right? My math is off. 55 plus tax. Don't you think that's a pretty awesome hostess gift? You can also do what I did with the advent calendars in the past, which was feature one product each day in my customer group and then give that product away. So I would open the box and give it away to one person who joined on the Facebook Live or the Zoom. And then that way you're featuring our 12 best selling products. How many of you have extra things like pink bags or water bottles or scarf sets or things that came with other things that you're looking like, I have all these water bottles? Instead of giving a discount on that set, I would give the water bottle for free with that. Avoid giving a discount. There's already a discount. Okay, next idea. How many of you know a dude? Just one dude, 5 dudes, 12 dudes, doesn't matter. Lauren Peterson, Shirley Peterson's daughter-in-law, used to send her husband out to the rigs with flyers for 12 days of Christmas that would be given to that he could give to their wives. So then he would be like, "Hey, Lauren's doing the orders. All I got to do is grab your credit card," and he'd write down the credit card number and get them to sign the little order forms, the old school order slips, and she'll deliver it to your door when you're back. A lot of these guys are back on the 23rd. They're not shopping. You don't even have to give it in the box. You can wrap it all up cute. And that's the next idea. When you get yours, if you do write one off as demo, and don't forget to write one off as demo, it is a tax write off. Stack them up all cute and put a big bow around them so that it's like this big stack of boxes. And if you don't want to do that, I'm sure someone will do it. So you'll find their picture and steal it. So that, yeah, okay, we don't want to be thinking Christmas yet, but you want to be creating those flyers right now. You can also be marketing to business owners as purchasing these boxes. And then, if there's a sample in one, you can combine a few to create it. So you could say, well, there's actually about 10 gifts in here, let's say, because you can combine a couple, right? And you could say for 10 people, that's 15 bucks, not even, right? Like it's easy for you to be able to give gifts to these people. And I'll even make labels for them so that you can cover up the letters and the numbers. So that's a later idea. Right now, I want you to think about how can you look at the current climate and current situation and think, how can I brighten somebody's day? You can do this by asking for nominations and doing a draw every single day from the people that are nominated to win. Nominate a nurse today, nominate a teacher today, nominate a server who has to stand at the door and look for a card. Nominate somebody who's had a hard time this year. Then they're going to tag those people. And guess what? On Facebook, you now have their whole contact information. And you can be like, hey, guess what? Melissa nominated you to win. And I'm sorry to tell you didn't win this draw, but I am sending out pampering packages to every single person. So I just need to grab your address real quick. And then you can book that appointment following that up, Zoom or not. Are you all with me? Easy things. These are marketed this way as 12 days of faves. Notice that they're not Christmassy. Like, yeah, it's that cool purple and stuff, and there's little stars and stuff on it, but it's not like big bows and like Christmas trees or anything else on it. It's easy for you to think about as a future marketer. How can you use these little boxes for Christmas? How can you use them for Valentine's Day? How can you use them for Mother's Day? Think about as a marketer and as a research or as a sorry, words would be good. Hello. Think about, can you guys see this? Think about how can you take these sample boxes and use them in other ways. How cute would this be with one of these cute little boxes behind a bunch of other stuff for Christmas? So there are a lot of awesome things in here. I love this set. I seriously, so easy for you to give these gifts as gifts or anything else. And sure, there are people that are going to be planning for that. But right now, you're going to market this as a pampering package, as a life stuff package, as a like, I know that you need something fun. So we're going to give you something fun. Okay, let's see if I can share this now. Hang on. It's been weird when I try to share, sometimes when I try to share things that are there. Okay, can you see this? Yes? My husband is making a very lot of noise in the background. So just if you see my face looking irritated, it's not at you. There's $154.70 in retail products here. The consultant cost when you buy it separately is $86. But if you buy this box, it's only $57. And it's all section 1, even though there are section 2 items in there. So to me, a little bit of a no-brainer to purchase these in advance as well. You can save the little boxes. You can take the things out, do not rip them. You can fold them all pretty, and then you can just stick a little sticker over top of the number for anything later on. So now you're getting free boxes and free product and free samples. Like that is a no-brainer. But the way I've sold the most right now is by marketing them as self-care bundles. As a you could fight on the internet or you could open a box. One of my friends is opening a box every night. She's like, at least I can do something fun and be surprised instead of fighting on the internet. And then I've been selling a lot to business owners that just want to give their people something fun. And one of them is doing a draw every day. So whoever shows up at work gets entered in and they get it. Now, when I've sold those, you guys, I'm just going to add one quick idea before I let you go. In every single box, I have made little business card sized with my business card. Every box gets a business card. In that case, when I know they're doing that, every box gets a business card and every box gets a $20 gift certificate to use at their appointment with me. Right? Because now they have something else to use. So then I just give those to him and I just say, like, pop those into the boxes. Easy. Who do you know that's doing that? One of my friends bought them for, she's running for town council. She bought a whole box so that she can give them away to the people that are helping her hand out, the posters and the lawn signs and everything else to her volunteers. It's a really easy thing to do as hey, you have a lot of friends that are going through a hard time right now. For 115 bucks, you can have 12 gifts to give away to 12 people that are really going through a hard time. And you can just pink ninja right up to the door and drop that off and make their day. And then the other thing is if you're worried about like, oh, well, I've split it up and there's only a facial peel sample in one of those boxes, that sucks. You must have extra earrings or necklaces that were given to you, that you won, that you earned, that you can pop into there to add to that. No, you must. And if you don't, get your butt down to Ardeen or Ardennes or however the heck you say it. The 2 for $5 grab bags have tons of stuff in them. That's where half my basket fillers come from. Is Ardennes. If they're up at the front, if you've never bought them before, they're really close up to the front. They're in pink bags and they're 2 for $5. And they always have like 10 things in them. They're fabulous. There's socks in there, always socks. I haven't bought a pair of socks for my kid in years. She just goes down to my prizes and steals a pair of socks. So there's a ton of different ideas there. Does anybody have any questions? Anything you want me to go over again? No? Use the resources that Mary Kate's offered. That PDF is beautiful with the 12 days of faves. If you are handing those things out, be brave enough to approach business owners. There's so many out there that are struggling right now and they just want something fun that they can do with their people. You can offer a discount when they buy 2 or 3. Right? You can do this as a hostess gift. You can purchase these in advance and use them forever. These are products that you are going to sell. That's the best thing about this. All these things. There isn't one thing in there that you would not use that isn't for every skin tone and every body type and every person. There's so much awesome stuff in there that, like, it's a no brainer to me. There's no reason why your order shouldn't be stacked up with these. And you don't have to buy them in advance. Every time you sell one, you buy one. Instead of putting your profit somewhere else, put it into that. Then you have extra product, you have extra inventory. If I were a brand new beauty consultant and I needed inventory on my shelf of things I knew would sell, I'd be investing in these. Because now I've got samples. Now I've got the key products that I know are bestsellers. And they're in cute little boxes. I can put a little tag on it that says what's in it. I can put a little box around it. That was my last idea. Oh my gosh. Some of you might be socializing this holiday season. Some of you might not. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Okay. But if you are, I always have really good luck with taking a basket full of gifts everywhere I go. And in the wintertime, it's awesome because you just go in Canada, you're like, oh, I don't want it to freeze in the car. Sorry, I have to bring it in. I'm not trying to sell to you guys. I'm just going to bring this basket in. Do you ever put a basket full of presents near a woman? She's not leaving that alone. She can't. It's like against her religion. So one thing that I do when it is a box that's like covered and you can't see what's inside, I take a little picture of that item and I stick it on the bottom of the box. Just like just print it on photo paper or print paper or whatever, stick it in underneath the ribbon so that they can see what's in there. Because we're visual. And put the little price tag on and a little cute tag and a little cute ribbon and stick it in a basket individually. You can sell tons of them this way. Those little numbers are small. They're easy to cover up. Avery Labels makes circle labels that you can print on just with your normal printer and put cute things on them and stick them right over top. Okay? Any other ideas? Anything else that you guys are like, oh, but there's this. What about this, Carol? Okay, Desiree, did you happen to write down the names? You did. I love you. So Des is going to do the draw. I'm going to pause it. Thank you guys for being patient with me.